This video, we're going to talk a little bit about procrastination. And there's a lot of different reasons why different people procrastinate. And in this video, I want to help you out and sort of pick out some of the main reasons what I can think of and what I can sort of do to help you guys to sort of overcome it. So it's not always about laziness. Some people are just bone idle, they're lazy, you know, they've got no motivation and they keep sort of saying, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow. And then they kind of never do. 10 years goes past and nothing ever happens. So, you know, that's one of the reasons for procrastination, but not the only reason. You know, a lot of the time, some people, they don't even know what to do. They don't know where to start. You know, they're thinking YouTube, eBay, affiliate marketing, or even maybe they have found something that they want to do. You know, like, say, for example, they want to start an eBay shop, but they don't know where to start. And, you know, they're sort of thinking, oh, I don't know what to do. It's all a minefield. I don't know where to start. You know, this person's telling me this thing. This person's telling me that. So, you know, my advice for that is to follow one person and sort of take that one person's advice, whether it's an ebook, whether it's a course, whether it's his YouTube videos, you know, maybe two people maximum. But if you take too many people's advice, it's going to make you even more mixed up, because if they're conflicting on what they're telling you, you're not going to know which way to go. So make sure that if you're listening to two people, or maybe even three different people, make sure that they're telling you sort of roughly the same sort of stuff, because if they're all telling you different things, it's going to make it even worse. It's not even going to help you out. And one example is Grant Cardone and Gary Vee. And both of them are great business people. Both of them help a load of people out. Both of them have got really successful businesses, but they kind of have a different take on things. And if you listen to both of them, you might struggle of knowing which way to go. So, for example, Cardone, he always says he doesn't do what makes him happy. He doesn't follow his passion. He sort of goes into sort of what he can do, and you know what's going to be the most beneficial to business, what's going to be the most beneficial to him, sort of financially wise, I guess. So he's a salesman, and he's saying he doesn't even enjoy sales. He doesn't like sales, but that's kind of where the money is, and you've got to do it, and that's why he's doing it. If you just pick all the good things, then that's what everybody else does, and then there's no money. There's no sort of meat left on the bone. So Gary Vee, on the other hand, he says you've got to follow your passion. You've got to do what you're passionate about. You've got to sort of do what you enjoy doing, and you've got to find a way of monetizing it. He'd rather take a pay cut and do a job that pays less, doing what he's passionate about, over doing a job that pays more that he doesn't really like doing. And I'm kind of with Gary Vee on that. You know, I'd much rather do something that I enjoy doing and then try and monetize it. So, for example, one of my niches is RC cars. So, you know, my other YouTube channel is mainly RC cars, and you know, and it's not the most profitable niches. There's a lot more niches out there that are a lot more profitable than RC cars, but I enjoy it. I'm passionate about it. I really love doing it. And, you know, I could start selling makeup. There's a lot more money in makeup. You know, I could start making makeup tutorial videos, but I've got no interest in it. I've got no interest in lipstick and lip gloss and all this stuff. I don't even know what it's called. I've got zero interest. Even when women show me it all, it doesn't interest me. It really doesn't interest me in the slightest. I even prefer women that don't wear any makeup. I don't like all this makeup stuff. So, you know, if I'm going to make a YouTube channel about makeup because there's more money involved, then I'm just going to fail, because I can't give it my all. I don't know what I'm talking about. I've really got no willingness to learn. And if the only motivating factor is money, then it's kind of not going to work. So another thing is, you know, what others think of you. A lot of you guys, you might have an idea, you might want to start a YouTube channel, but you're scared what your friends and your family are going to think. You're scared that your audience might start laughing at you or whatever. I don't know. You're just scared what others think. And you kind of got to blow that out. You can't be worried about what other people think. When you're running your own business, especially something like a YouTube channel where you're putting your face in front of the camera, you really cannot care what other people think. You know, in a way you do have to think. If you're selling people something, like for example, I'm selling my eBay course, I've got to kind of care what you guys think, because if you guys think that I'm a scammer, or you don't like me, you don't like the way that I come across, you're not going to buy from me. But if I come across as being honest, hopefully you enjoy my videos, then I've got a better chance of selling my stuff to you. So obviously I care how people think of me in that way. But then somebody that's never going to buy anything from me, saying just like a hater, or somebody that's jealous, and he's laughing at me for like laughing at the way I look, or laughing at the way that I present myself, I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, what he thinks doesn't matter. He's never going to buy from me anyway. So what does it matter what he thinks? It makes no difference. You know, friends and family, if they're supportive, they're going to be supportive of whatever it is that you do, you know. And if they give you their advice, then they're only meaning well, but often friends and family, they can also be jealous. You know, that they maybe have tried different things, it's not worked out, and then by you doing it, it becomes a threat to them because it makes them look like a failure, and you might be possibly successful, and they don't like it. And that happens quite a lot with friends and family. So you've got to be careful. You've got to make sure that your friends and family, what they're telling you is from the goodness of their heart and not just because they're jealous. And if it's because they're jealous, if it's because they're hating on you, not just friends and family, anybody for that matter, don't listen to them. It really doesn't matter. Whatever they think doesn't affect you in the slightest. So I wouldn't really care what people think. I wouldn't let that stop me setting up a business. So you don't think it's going to work. That's another reason a lot of people procrastinate. They've got an idea, but they don't think it's going to work. Well, you know, the hard fact of the matter is that 9 out of 10 businesses fail in like the first couple of years. So whatever business you're going to try, you're probably going to fail it. That is kind of how it goes. You know, most businesses do fail, you know, a couple of years in, and there's many different reasons, but you know, luck is also partly to do with it. So you know, if you try 10 different things, one of those things is most likely going to work. So don't let that put you off. You know, sometimes we win, sometimes we learn. So if you try a certain business and it doesn't work out for you, it's not working out, as long as you can have a look and you can look at the data, you can look at the information, you can get something from it, and you can figure out why something hasn't worked, and you can use that to improve yourself in like the, you know, the same business again, or maybe in a new business, then there's nothing lost. But one sure way that you can shortcut a lot of failures is to learn from somebody that knows, learn from somebody that's done it before. And again, don't listen to too many people all at the same time, because if different people tell you different things, you're not going to know what to do. So you kind of want to pick one person, maybe 2, 3 people at a push, and make sure that they're all teaching roughly the same sort of stuff, and make sure that it's from people that actually know what they're talking about. So for example, I'm going to reference my eBay course again, because that's what I do. I do eBay and I sell my eBay course. So for anybody that's interested in starting an eBay business, you know, they might have tried it before and they failed, you know, and there's nothing lost by failing really, because you're learning. But you can shortcut the whole learning curve like massively by learning from somebody that has done this sort of stuff before, and you can learn from their mistakes. You know, Warren Buffett, I think it's Warren Buffett that said it. He says, you know, learning from mistakes is brilliant, but if you can learn from other people's mistake, it's even more brilliant, or something to that nature. Because, you know, mistakes can be costly, they can be time consuming. And if you can cut out a lot of the mistakes and you can learn from other people's mistakes, that's probably going to be the best way that you can learn, or at least it's going to be the quickest way that you can learn and the cheapest way that you can learn. So some other people, they kind of think that, you know, they're scared to step outside the comfort zone. Maybe they've got a 9 to 5 job and they don't hate it, but they're not happy with it. They're just kind of just going along. They're going in every day. They're doing their 9 to 5. They're not really getting anywhere in life. They're making enough just to pay their bills, but they're not really making enough to progress. They're not learning anymore. They're not progressing themselves, but they're comfortable. They're comfortable sitting in the same 4 walls. They're comfortable with the routine. They're comfortable with the people that work there, and they're scared to kind of drop that routine and try something different. You know, they're scared to get outside that comfort zone. They just want to do what's comfortable. They just want to do what they know, what they're already doing. But here's the thing, with these online businesses, you can do most of these things part-time alongside your regular 9 to 5. So saying you want to start a YouTube channel, you can do a YouTube channel in the evenings after work. You can do it weekends. You know, eBay, you can do it after work. You can do it weekends. You know, you don't have to quit your job and go straight into a business and completely switch over with no sort of knowing if it's going to work or not. If you do any of these businesses alongside your 9 to 5, you can do it gradually. You can gradually build a YouTube following, or you can gradually start selling things on eBay, and you can do it progressively. So it's not one big, massive, great big jump into the unknown. And that way, it's going to kind of ease you out of that comfort zone. So saying, for example, you're selling on eBay, you can do a little bit in the evenings, do a little bit on the weekends, slowly start growing your shop. And once your shop gets to the point where you're making more money than what you're making from your regular 9 to 5, and you don't really need your 9 to 5 anymore, it's going to be a lot easier to quit your 9 to 5 and go into like what your new comfort zone is without really forcing yourself into it, without knowing what's going to happen. So that is pretty much it for this video. There's a lot more different reasons why people procrastinate. Put a link, put a comment down below, guys. Let me know what reasons you have why you procrastinate. If there's any other reasons that you can think of why people procrastinate, put them in the comments down below and let's have a little discussion about it. So guys, I hope this video has helped some of you guys out. You know, everybody procrastinates to some extent. It was my biggest thing last year, is to stop procrastination. If ever I get an idea, I've got to act on it, I've got to try it. Because the sooner you try it, the sooner you know it's going to work or not, the sooner you can learn from it, the sooner you can move on. You can either move forward and expand on what you've learned, or you can either adjust, do something else, whatever. But you know, know, that's kind of my biggest regret in life, is not starting all my business sooner. I wished I would have started it 10 years sooner, and I'd be even, you know, a lot more successful today than what I am. And so that's my biggest regret, is not doing things sooner, procrastinating, sitting on things, and sort of letting all this stuff build up and not taking action right away. So guys, that's it for this video. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, smash the bell button. You know what you gotta do. See you soon. Bye.